The DCU is heading into an exciting new era, and there's a lot to unpack. Love it or hate it, this might just be exactly what the franchise needs. Jason Momoa is making waves again, this time as Lobo. Batman's DCU design has fans buzzing with speculation, and James Gunn is flipping the script on how cameos will work in superhero movies. Oh, and we've got to talk about the 5-year wait for the Batman Part 2. There's so much happening, so let's dive right in and break it all down. First up, Jason Momoa. Love him or hate him, there's no denying he's one of the most charismatic actors to come out of the DCEU. From his iconic role as Aquaman to his real-life larger-than-life persona, Momoa has become a fan favorite. But now, he's leaving the throne of Atlantis behind to take on Lobo, the intergalactic bounty hunter fans have been dying to see brought to life. He's pure chaos, a cult favorite, and one of the most outrageous characters. Here's where things get interesting. Momoa himself has called Lobo his favorite role ever. That's a massive statement coming from the guy who made Aquaman a $1 billion hit. But is this recasting a stroke of genius or a risky gamble? We'll first see Momoa's Lobo in Supergirl, Women of Tomorrow, starring Millie Alcock as Kara Zor-El. Filming kicks off soon, so James Gunn isn't wasting time with this bold new era of the DCU. Next, let's talk about Batman. The Caped Crusader just made his first appearance in the DCU. Well, sort of. Episode 6 of Creature Commandos gave us a flashback featuring Batman, but here's the twist. It's not Robert Pattinson's version. Matt Reeves' gritty Batman universe will remain separate, as Gunn confirmed. What we saw in Creature Commandos was just a silhouette, but it's enough to set the fandom on fire. The bulkier design has already sparked speculation about casting, with names like Alan Ritchson being thrown around. At 6'3" inches and built like a tank, Ritchson could fit this vision of Batman. But what's your opinion? Who do you think should play the DCU's live-action Batman? Now, let's talk about James Gunn's approach to cameos because it's a topic that's already dividing fans. Gunn recently made it clear, the DCU won't rely on what he called cameo porn. You know the type. You blink and you miss it appearances designed to tease big things but ultimately go nowhere. We've seen it time and time again in superhero movies, where cameos feel more like bait than meaningful storytelling. Instead, Gunn is flipping the script. He's making sure that characters aren't just thrown in for fan service and focusing more on building actual narratives around DC heroes. Fans are still frustrated about what could have been with a few characters shown earlier, like Deathstroke, but underutilized characters like Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Metamorpho, and Hawkgirl aren't just thrown in for fan service. Finally, let's talk about the Batman Part 2. The sequel now has a confirmed release date, 2027. While the news should have sparked excitement, the 5-year gap has left fans feeling frustrated and even a bit worried. After the massive success of The Batman, James Gunn has come to the defense of the delay, arguing that such long waits aren't unusual in Hollywood. He pointed to franchises like Avatar, Terminator, and Guardians of the Galaxy, which all took significant gaps between films, yet still delivered blockbuster hits. But here's the thing, those examples also had mixed reactions to their delays. While some fans appreciate the extra time for better storytelling and world building, others worrying that the momentum built by the first film could fizzle out. Will audiences still be invested in Robert Pattinson's dark, brooding take on the Caped Crusader by 2027? Pattinson's portrayal was a hit with fans and critics alike, offering a fresh, grounded, and psychological perspective on Batman. The first film was not just a success, it was a cultural phenomenon. Reeves and his team delivered a noir-driven detective story that redefined the superhero genre and set an incredibly high bar. The delay has once again ignited the heated Snyder versus Gunn debate, a divide that seems to define the DC fanbase these days. Can't we just celebrate the incredible characters these directors have brought to life? It's like ice cream. Everyone has their favorite flavor, and some of us even enjoy mixing a few together. Similarly, both Snyder and Gunn have given us unforgettable fan favorites. There's nothing wrong with appreciating what we love, even if it's not the same for everyone. That's all the updates for now. From Jason Momoa's Lobo to Batman's DCU debut and James Gunn's fresh approach to storytelling, the future of the DC universe is bold, exciting, and full of possibilities. Hope you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more.